Shaxe. Weeknights 9 to midnight.
I'm sure you get like a lot of these questions asked to you by a lot of up and coming guys, producers and DJs wannabe as well.
Yes.
Who want to crack it into the industry right now. What do you say to them?
Phew. It's always the toughest question ever, because I mean, there are so many things that make a person and his music and what he calls himself or his DJing skill. There are so many things that make them unique as they are, you know. So for me to advise around that would just be like a general thing of that. Listen, this is a business, you know. Firstly, this is a business. Rather, if you want to sustain yourself within this, treat it like a business. Sure. And as well, you know, do you. I think it's so bad when someone is just trying out everything just to fit in, you know.
Yeah.
I came in with soulful house music, and trust me, the urge to actually go into heavy commercial house music was there. For sure. You know, you get to festivals, you play after people who rock it hard, you know. With the very commercial side. Here you are coming, Lulo Cafe. You can't, well, for me, I just couldn't, as much as I love that style of music to listen to play whenever in my spare time, it's not something I introduce myself in the music industry. It's not your brand. Yeah, it's not something that people know me of, you know. Yeah. I could play that night and rock it hard with that style of music, and what will happen, how does that give back into my brand? You know, like, yeah. So it's like staying true to what you are, and you should live it. It should be you. It should, if I'm Lulo Cafe, everything about me should say Lulo Cafe. I know you've tapped into producing songs as well. Yes. Because I think initially a lot of local house DJs with compilation would just license songs and put them in the CD. Now learning the tricks of the business, how is that important to be able to now make songs and own the song actually? Yeah. And the process of putting that together, how does that get together actually? It's the toughest process that I think most of us in the industry are new to and are busy learning. And you know, obviously, as you said before, we were just licensing songs from other people, and the money goes back to them. You know, you get a mini percentage of what the actual song makes. So now, I mean, what happens is that, okay, in my case, I mean, the beat is produced, and in most cases I work with collaborations, you know. And what happens is that, let me tell you about a song I did with the lady from the UK, Selena Campbell. I've never met her, and basically I did a beat, you know, and this beat was there, and I had licensed a track of hers in my previous album. So we ended up chatting, like, geez, dude, did you make this song so big? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, awesome. And I'm like, you know what? I've just delved into production. Like, would you be keen to do something with me? I'm new, so I'm still learning. So you know what I'm saying? Let me send you something. And I did. I sent her the beat. She was like, oh, I like it. So we were in contact a lot on Skype, and sent her the beat. She went to a studio there, and she recorded her vocals over the beat, obviously, and sent me the vocals this side, and then obviously I took it for mixing and mastering, and you know, the song was done. But obviously above that, the business side has to be handled, you know. And I think it's very, very important, because I know every week on newspapers we see people saying, I'm being cheated off this song and that song and that song, you know. And if there's a contract, there's no way out. So the contract with such, I mean, it's obviously she wrote the song, so it's 50-50. You know, it's always been like that. And obviously her publishing, she takes care of. I take care of my own publishing as well. So register with a publisher, handle the business before the contracts. I think there's enough examples on the internet of collaboration contracts, etc. So, I mean, I guess it's important now for all of us to get to know the business quite well, so that, you know, no one is cheated of a song. And I know there are dynamics where some people are just producers and they give a song to a well-known DJ for them to own it, you know. And at the same time as well, I'd like to advise such producers to also do their research, because we don't want them to surface again on some but it's fine. When the song blows up, that's whose song, but I produced it. Exactly. But you're a producer. You gave it away. Yeah, you gave it away. There's a contract signed.
Now
the
it's
guy
big, you
paid
want
you.
some money. Yeah.
So I guess everyone should know where they stand within the industry, and also make sure they know how the business works for them.
Yeah. The song you're talking about is called Crazy, right?
Yep.
Is it your official first single of the forthcoming album?
Let me tell you the story about that song. It came out last year on a compilation that Soul Candy was doing of all their producers within the stable that was called House Off. So I mean, the song came out, but then, you know, for me, I was just like, no, I haven't done this song justice, you know?
For sure.
And then I shot the video, and then I was like, you know, I need to put it on the upcoming album, Soul Africa. Just give it that much more justice and weight. I mean, on the upcoming album, it's that collaboration, and I've worked with a number of people.
Before you talk about the album, let's check out this song, right?
Cool.
It's featuring, what's her name? Selena
Campbell.
Yeah, from the US, right? It's Lulo Cafe. UK, rather.
Yeah,
when I come back, we're checking out information from him about when the album is coming out. If you're on Twitter, I'm sure you do know this, okay? And ask him a question as well on Twitter. His Twitter handle is
at Lulo Cafe.
At Lulo Cafe. Check out at OFM 9497. And mine as well is at Shaxe, spelled Shaxe. I would love to hear from you. It's OFM, the sound of your life. And this is On Air with Shaxe, weeknights 9 to midnight.
Wherever you are, the sound of your life